Stop everything. The walls of the courtroom have never heard anything like this. The trial of Lil Scrappy just exploded into an unholy circus of secrets and betrayal. And the most amazing courtroom ambush reality TV has ever seen was when Stevie J, the man everyone calls the King of Chaos, dropped a bombshell that left Bambi, Lil Scrappy, and the judge stunned. Was it sabotage, revenge, or Stevie J's ultimate plan to burn his enemies and leave? The courtroom was a complete chaos. Did Stevie J just end his career or pull off the most daring reality TV power move of the decade? What does this mean for the precarious empire of Lil Scrappy and Bambi? Hacked insiders claim that Bambi's darkest secret wasn't just revealed. It was weaponized, live in front of rolling cameras and stunned fans. Scrappy completely blindsided Bambi, frozen in horror. Reporters thrust microphones into stunned faces. Fans screamed from behind barricades, and inside courtroom 1 to be. The flashing lights painted the Atlanta sky like a scene from a blockbuster thriller. They have insider leaks, whispered backroom deals, and betrayal that no one saw coming. Don't even blink. This scandal isn't a train wreck. It's a complete derailment. The trial between Lil Scrappy and Stevie J was already messy, with allegations of leaked private videos, defamation, and emotional distress. Everyone thought the drama had reached its climax. But today was about to permanently alter the rules of love and hip-hop court scandals. Let's take a moment to go back in time. The whole situation started months ago when a very sensitive, personal video of Bambi was inexplicably leaked online. In the course of the legal nightmare, Scrappy dragged Stevie J into court, accusing him of being the architect of betrayal and demanding damages for the public humiliation Bambi had endured. However, anyone who knows Stevie J knows that he doesn't just play defense, he attacks. Screenshots, clips, and exclusive audio made their way to Reddit forums, TikTok conspiracy, deep dives, and gossip blogs overnight. Fans blamed Stevie J. Bambi accused Stevie J. And Lil Scrappy promised to handle it. The air was electrified as Stevie J sported sunglasses on. Unconcerned Bambi sat with her legal team, visibly tense, oversized sunglasses shielding her expression. Scrappy stared straight ahead, jaw clenched, knuckles white. The testimony began simply as lawyers reiterated the timeline of the video leak, and tech experts testified about how the video had been shared. In fact, some VH1 producers had crept into the back row and whispered, "If this gets ugly, we've got ratings gold." Stevie J's team shocked everyone when they said, "We will be presenting evidence to refute these defamatory claims and to prove Bambi herself is hiding explosive information from this court." The gallery gasped, and even the judge, a no-nonsense woman known for keeping celebrities in line, raised her eyebrows and adjusted her position. The team denied any involvement, claiming Stevie had zero knowledge of the leak. The judge permitted it, saying, "Mr. Jordan, proceed." Lil Scrappy whispered to his lawyer, "What the hell is he talking about?" And Stevie J took off his sunglasses, grinned, and said, "Your Honor, since they want to drag my name, let me show the world who Bambi really is." Boom, mic drop moment. Suddenly, the bafe wheeled in a large screen, and Stevie's lawyer produced a sealed manila envelope marked Bambi Confidential Communications. According to insiders, even Stevie's legal team pleaded with him not to proceed, citing the threat of lawsuits, network bans, and even defamation countersuits. Stevie J allegedly told them, "I don't care if they want war, I'll give them war." The judge issued a severe warning, saying, "You better know what you're doing, Mr. Jordan." Stevie nodded, leaned into the microphone, and calmly declared, "The world's been fooled. The evidence we're about to present proves that Bambi is not the courtroom fell silent as One Love and a hip-hop producer whispered into her phone, "We've got a season finale right here." The footage rolled as the screen lit up, and Bambi reportedly froze, her eyes narrowing in disbelief. Although it wasn't explicit, the footage contained audio files, text messages, and alleged Stevie J's voice broke through the shocked murmurs. "I didn't leak anything, they set me up." The judge paused the video after screenshots purportedly revealed private deals, secret conversations, and backdoor manipulation involving Bambi and several well-known producers. It was claimed that Bambi had worked with network insiders to plan the leak scandal herself in order to win over fans. Its claim bearer Stevie J claimed to secure her own storyline and contract extension. The fans outside the courthouse were going crazy. Twitter was on fire, and Stevie J's lawyer coolly responded, "We have expert testimony standing by." Inside the courtroom, Bambi's lawyer demanded that the evidence be thrown out, saying, "This is character assassination. My client is being ambushed," and the judge ordered an immediate break. Reporters rushed to the hallway to deliver breaking news segments, and Stevie J flips theed when the court resumed. Lil Scrappy was visibly shaken. His statement was brief but chilling. "I love my wife. I had no idea this was coming. If what Stevie said is true, I don't even know who I married anymore." Gasps filled the gallery as Bambi sat stone-faced behind oversized sunglasses. Her team frantically whispered as the judge called for order. As the court adjourned for the day, TMZ cameras caught Bambi rushing out a side. The following morning, as fans, bloggers, and the entire love and hip-hop community waited breathlessly for the next twist, an anonymous source leaked that even more damning evidence was about to be revealed. What else did Stevie have? Bambi's entire reality TV image was about to be revealed. Scrappy left minutes later alone. Stevie J walked confidently past the crowd, stopping only to flash a smirk and say, "I told y'all, don't play with me." Dawn broke over Atlanta. Social media was ablaze with conspiracy breakdowns on TikTok, and YouTube creators rushed to upload hour-long in-depth analyses titled, "Did Bambi Set Stevie J Up?", which swelled to thousands of comments on Reddit threads. Even international media picked it up, with CNN teasing it, the Shade Room putting it front and center, and TMZ calling it then nothing compared to the chaos that was building back inside courtroom. One to be, as the second day of testimony began. The press crowded the building, lines wrapped around the block, fans held signs that read, "Free Stevie and Bambi exposed," and others came just to watch history unfold, and it did. The morning session started with Bambi's legal team angrily demanding a dismissal. The evidence that was presented yesterday was speculative, illegally obtained, and intended only to degrade and mislead the court. Her attorney yelled, but the request was dismissed by the judge, who was obviously captivated by the shocking accusations. Then came the next twist. Stevie J's team called two anonymous insider witnesses from VH1 production. The courtroom doors swung open and two blurred figures wearing dark sunglasses and oversized hoodies walked in. "We will proceed," gasps echoed, and Stevie J crossed his arms confidently. Bambi sat frozen, her face unreadable. The first insider voice, which was disguised by the court, dropped the first nuke. "Someone from Bambi's camp approached me and said, yes, there were conversations about planting leaks. It was meant to frame Stevie J and generate sympathy for Bambi's storyline." The courtroom exploded into stunned gasps and whispers. The second anonymous source confirmed this. The judge needed to strike her gavel 5 times in order to win the. Meantime, paparazzi flocked to the courthouse entrance, and former cast members posted cryptic reactions. Jocelyn Hernandez posted an Instagram story. "Bambi, been fake since day one. Y'all finally seeing it, Dark Karma?" Mimi Faust tweeted. "Stevie, been messy, but this damn I'm speechless," even Carly read. Lil Scrappy looked pale, staring at Bambi, in disbelief. Stevie J's lawyer smiled like a man who knew checkmate was nearby. "Got online, the internet went crazy when I told you that there were snakes behind the scenes." But inside the courtroom, things were going to get even more ugly. Stevie J's team played audio recordings purportedly of Bambi's team discussing strategy. The clip played, and just before the season, boom, fans rallied around Bambi. We flipped the script on Stevie, and the judge almost passed out. Scrappy shook his head and said, "No, no way," as Bambi hid her face in her hands in her chair. The courtroom erupted into chaos as the judge declared an emergency break. Outside, Atlanta streets resembled a reality TV fan convention with people encamped out with folding chairs, snacks, and cell phones glued to live streams. Memes spread like wildfire, and Bambi, the mastermind, Stevie J, the king who escaped the queen's trap, and Stevie J were all glued to their phones. The tension was unbearable when the court resumed. This is the same man who cheated, lied, and fought his way across TV screens for years. Her lawyer shrieked, "And now suddenly we're supposed to believe he's the victim. Please." Bambi's team retaliated, claiming the evidence was fabricated, manipulated, or fake. They also accused Stevie J of starting a personal vendetta out of jealousy and ego. The judge accepted the counter-arguments but issued a warning. There will be serious consequences if any additional evidence is found to support these claims. Consequences. I've been faithful to my wife and I believed in her, but now I don't know what to believe anymore. Didn't want to come here today. I didn't want any of this. But if someone truly played me, framed my family, and used me as a pawn for TV ratings, then yes, I deserve the truth. Then, in a twist that no one saw coming, Lil Scrappy asked to speak. The judge hesitated, then nodded, and Scrappy rose slowly before he walked to the stand, took off his sunglasses, and addressed the crowded courtroom. We had no involvement or knowledge of any private video leak or conversations regarding planned drama for ratings. Social media was ablaze with even more theories after the judge recessed the court for the second time that day. Some claimed Stevie J had fabricated everything, while others insisted Bambi was cooked and would never regain her reputation. Meanwhile, Love and Hip Hop producers issued a startling public statement, whispered that VH1 was holding secret emergency meetings. The word lawsuit was allegedly used at least 12 times in one afternoon. Stevie J left the courthouse that day with a smile on his face and a peace sign. "You haven't even seen the good stuff yet." He teased cameras and Bambi disappeared. According to sources, she checked into a private hotel using a false identity. There were no pictures or statements, just radio silence. Scrappy left alone, with his head down and a hoodie pulled low over his face. The following morning, gossip blogs were overflowing. As the dust settled, the judge issued a final order tomorrow. We will hear final closing statements and rule on whether this case proceeds to trial or is dismissed entirely. The world waited, with bated breath, wondering if this was all a misunderstanding, Stevie J, or if Bambi was the victim of a malicious setup. With screenshots purportedly showing her texting an unnamed producer and telling them, "I'm done. I can't do this anymore." Some fans begged her to return and fight Queen, while others declared her canceled. The answers were coming tomorrow. The courthouse steps were crowded before sunrise with reporters, influencers, ardent fans, and even Love and Hip Hop cast members crammed shoulder to shoulder in the Atlanta humidity for a front row seat to history. Was the puppet master behind the biggest scandal in Love and Hip Hop history? Or was it all just another layer of scripted chaos in the wildest reality TV courtroom saga of all time? The energy was electric and tense inside courtroom 1-B. Lil Scrappy sat alone at the plaintiff's table with his hoodie pulled tight and his eyes locked on the floor. Bambi entered with her legal team, flanked by bodyguards. Stevie J's in last, calm, unbothered, smirking at cameras. The judge called the room to order. "After that, we will hear the final arguments," she snapped, pointing directly at Stevie J, saying, "This is not a courtroom, it's a circus, orchestrated by a known manipulator." The so-called evidence was faked, the witnesses paid off, and the entire spectacle was a complete failure. However, Stevie J's latest reality TV ploy involved her continuing to try to paint Bambi as the real victim. "My client has suffered from character assassination, public humiliation, and a malicious smear campaign aimed at increasing ratings at the expense of her mental health and career before the fireworks began. The courtroom was silent as Bambi wiped away a tear. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't about television, it's about the truth. My client has been wrongfully portrayed as the antagonist in a drama that he didn't write. The evidence shows exactly who pulled the strings. And the defense then unexpectedly dropped a third bombshell. A recently discovered audio recording purports to show Bambi and her manager chit-chatting about plans to release her private film, to advance her plot before contract negotiations take place. Just before the season premieres, Bambi's voice is heard on the tape saying, "You'll have the whole internet begging for me to stay." The courtroom blew up. Reporters rushed out to break the story live, and Bambi's legal team shouted at them. Right away, Scrappy's face was frozen in horror as he whispered to his lawyer, "I'm done, man," after hearing objections that the tape was doctored and inadmissible. The judge agreed to review its authenticity later, but the damage had already been done. Outside, social media went into full-blown meltdown, with Bambi's leak-gate becoming the most popular topic globally. TikTok exploded with analysis videos, memes, and parody reenactments. And the Shade Room shared side-by-side clips of Bambi C. Judge returned, glanced over her glasses at the crowded gallery, and made her decision. The evidence presented has raised serious legal questions and concerns regarding the credibility of both parties. The motion for dismissal is denied. This case will proceed to full trial. Stevie J grinned broadly. Bambi's team looked defeated. And Scrappy just got up and left the courtroom without saying anything. The entertainment industry lost its though. Sometimes the show writes itself. This was more than just a messy reality TV beef. The fallout came quickly and brutally, and Bambi's sponsorship deals vanished overnight. A major fashion retailer dropped her as brand ambassador. A beauty line canceled their upcoming trial. Mind CNN breaking news: Love and Hip Hop trial moves forward in unprecedented court decision. TMZ Bambi versus Stevie J. The messiest reality courtroom battle in TV history just got uglier. Mona Scott Young, LHH producer, former castmates joined in the chaos, with Joseline Hernandez telling everyone that the girl was fake and that I've been the new Mimi Faust. Watching all of this with popcorn like Erica Dixon. Meanwhile, rumors circulated that VH1 had secretly started writing her out of future storylines. Stevie J, meanwhile, became an accidental anti-hero. Fans flooded his social media with mixed reactions, saying, "Stevie is still a villain, but damn, he ate this time." Any of this chaos, but karma moves quickly. As the public criticized and became fixated on every frame of leaked video and courtroom transcript, Bambi went completely silent. He made no posts or appearances, and within days, Scrappy filed for legal separation. According to people close to him, he simply wants to leave the show and feels deceived on all fronts. Meanwhile, Stevie J gave the most outrageous interview of his life on The Breakfast Club, saying the now famous phrase, "They tried to kill me, yet I remain unafraid and untouchable." When Stevie J posted a mysterious tweet that read, "The tapes you heard aren't even the worst ones. Stay tuned," Twitter exploded with speculation. Was there even more damaging material? The fallout sent shockwaves across VH1 headquarters, sending lawyers scrambling. Insiders claimed that the network feared legal blowback. Sponsors threatened to pull ads. Entire season arcs were thrown out and rewritten overnight. However, the chaos only fueled fan obsession. The trial was scheduled for 3 months later, and the network immediately announced an emergency reunion special called Love and Hip Hop, the Fallout Live Courtroom Scandal Edition. The teaser promo almost broke the internet with flashes of Scrappy leaving the courtroom, Stevie J grinning under the lights, and Bambi leaving the building in complete silence. The robotic voiceover boomed, "You've heard the leaks. Now watch the truth explode." A scandal that started in the shadows of reality TV and was blown up by leaks fueled by social media was now turning into the most unpredictable celebrity courtroom disaster of the decade. As the world waited, an anonymous source leaked the final terrifying message. Podcasters and fan pages started creating timelines, theory charts, and wild predictions. Could Bambi sue? Would Scrappy take her back? Was Stevie bluffing about more tapes? Would VH1 even survive this PR disaster? Claimed to have been sent by Bambi to a friend. I'm not sure how this will end, but I know I'm not going down without a fight. Then, there you have it. The most outrageous, messy, and unpredictable courtroom scandal reality TV has ever attempted to present. From shocking audio leaks to revealed backroom plots, from Lil Scrappy leaving in shock and betrayal to Bambi disappearing into silence and Stevie J casually leaving as the final man standing. This trial has completely turned the love and hip hop genre. The biggest question, though, is what will happen next? Do you think Bambi really planned this whole catastrophe to frame Stevie J and win over the public? Or is Stevie J pulling off his dirty trick yet, setting up a complex trap to ruin Bambi and Lil Scrappy forever? Was Lil Scrappy a helpless pawn caught between two skilled manipulators? Or was he taken by surprise by the person he trusted the most? Will this really be the end of their marriage? Or will we witness another shocking reunion twist when the cameras roll? We want to hear your wildest theories, hot takes, and fan conspiracies in the comments section right now. Are you on the side of Stevie, Bambi, Scrappy? Or this is the most toxic triangle in reality TV history? Don't just sit back and watch the chaos unfold. If you've been watching, hit the like button. And don't forget VH1. Will the network dare to air the trial's next explosive chapter? Will the legal threats finally put an end to this out-of-control circus? Or will it just fuel even higher ratings? The next celebrity courtroom expose is already in the works, and you can be sure we'll be the first to bring it to you. Watch this video with your messiest friend who loves drama. Subscribe to the channel and enable notifications. Stay tuned and pay attention to every explosive detail, sloppy, and continue to observe.